Well, I live in Cobham in Surrey, just south of London, most of the time. Barbados also.
I live on the bayou there, on West Creek Bayou. And I get to watch the sun go down over the Gulf Stream. I play a lot of golf there. I have a little music room, which I consistently fail to make any music in.
I just live in a little apartment. It's very nice. I like it.
My first marriage was wonderful and produced a darling daughter, Samantha, who is now presenting me with 3 grandchildren. Very happy with that.
Yes, I'm married and been married a long time. My wife's name is Kirsten. I have 2 children, Emily and Christian, and they're growing up into people who I really love, and it's just fantastic. I recommend it to everyone.
My second marriage produced a son, Matthew. He's here with us tonight, and his lovely wife. They've only been married 3 months, so there's no offspring there.
Yes, I'm married to Marie, been married for 35 years, and I've got 1 daughter, and and my little family is an inspiration to me and a solid rock. You know, I think that's the way it should be for everyone.
And my last marriage is to Amanda Edge, and she's way too tough to divorce.
The Gibson over there to 335, it's been with me since '67, and I love it very much. It's a big part of me and my life, and I'm very much attached to it, as I am with a few special kind of other guitars.
My children have grown up with us being on the road, and I remember taking Emily, who's here tonight actually, to the studio for the first time when she was about 3 years of age, so she knew where Daddy went, you know, all these hours of disappearing. But and I think when we were travelling on the road in the early days, we'd try and take the opportunity during holiday times, particularly school holidays, to take the children with us so they knew what was actually going on, so it wasn't this void in their life, so that they could sort of definitely understand where Daddy was.
My daughter lives in Hong Kong. She's with some kind of high finance guy out there, so I rarely get to see her, about once a year. And my son has just moved to Miami, so I see him reasonably regularly now. But this is the first time he's ever been out on the road with us. He's been to concerts before. This is the first time he's travelling with us for a week.
All of our families have been so used to that because that's all we ever did before we even met our girlfriends who became our wives, say, then they knew that that was our life, and I think they've all handled it very well. In my case, certainly, because I'm still married, so that's probably because I'm away a lot, you see.
My favourite song of the Moody Blues, I think when you become a musician, the musician part of you always, you hope, will become your best friend, and it opens up a door, and you need something else to go through that door, and Nights in White Satin was the way through everything. Such a beautiful song, and it's going to be there forever.
I think my favourite song, particularly that we do on stage, is called I Know You're Out There Somewhere, and I've got to like it. I liked it when we recorded it, and I really sort of felt the feeling of it. And but I think a lot of people identify with the sentiment of it and about whatever happened to the first person they ever loved.
As we progressed through our lives, a lot of people decided that we were more than we were. And there's a song called I'm Just a Singer in a Rock and Roll Band, and for me, that's who I am.
My favourite song of the Moody's, that's a tough one because it keeps changing. I mean, for a long time it was questioned because I thought that showed both aspects of the band, like the sort of rocky aspect and the ballady aspect. Of course, you've got to have a soft spot for Nights in White Satin. And then, of course, there's all the ones I've written which are vastly superior. So it's a difficult choice to say a favourite song. Right now, the one I enjoy playing the most, though, is December Snow. I think that's lovely.
I honestly don't have anything by the Moody's that I really don't like at all. There's things that we used to do in the show before we made it, really, that I didn't like. and they were a bit strange. We did some rhythm and blues things which just wasn't our style, and we did a funny little song called Ma Baker's Little Acre that we took off a, I think it was a John D. Loudermilk album, which he did brilliantly. Great song, and nothing, you can't say the song was brilliant, fabulous. It just wasn't for us, that's all, but we were just trying to please a kind of cabaret audience before we found ourselves.
I do not have a least favourite of the Moody Blues, because I think as part of the Moody Blues you do give everything of yourself, and if someone comes along in the band with a song, it's what they want to do, you know. And I think as an artist and a musician and a creator, you want to try and give everything you can to that song to make it the best it can be. And I think we always do. We always end up with a song that you like.
My least favourite of all time is a song we did many years ago called Love and Beauty, which just repeated Love and Beauty all the way through and had the most horrible love, boom, and beauty, and it was horrible.